Welcome to the Kart Indianapolis experience at Whiteland Raceway Park. Indy's premier outdoor karting circuit, Whiteland Raceway Park, is just 20 minutes south of downtown Indy and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our trackside event center and high-speed go-karts make Whiteland Raceway Park the perfect destination for your next event or party. Stop in today or book your race online at racewrp.com and experience real racing right here in Indy.
We're at a commercial break.
So you finally want to get behind the wheel, huh?
Yeah, I've been shooting for 3 years and I've never got to drive.
Well, you're gonna need some more gear than just your helmet. Why don't you go to shopakr.com? They got their inventory online and they'll ship it the same day if you order before 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
They got shoes?
Yep.
Gloves?
Yep.
Rip protectors?
Got those too.
Can they make me go fast?
No.
Here at Acceleration Kart Racing, we've got everything you need to get on track. What happens next, well, that's on you. Check us out online at shopakr.com.
Are you ready to get behind the wheel? From Formula One to NASCAR and IndyCar, all the pros start here. For more information, check us out online at mcckarting.com or call us and go racing today.
Okay, everybody, we're about 10 minutes out from firing up. Track staff, can you make sure you are beginning to work your way to where you need to be? Got about 10 minutes to go. You guys know I like to go hot right at 8. So everybody have a good day. Track staff, let's get ready to rock.
Good morning and welcome back here to the Indy Karting Challenge at Whiteland Raceway Park. You are now watching on Kart Chasers, where we said here before, based at Whiteland Raceway Park. Again, things set for our double header set to go. Double header meaning that there are 2 different sets of races in one day. The first category is going to be the morning group of 206 Cadet Sportsmen set to take track now for their 5-minute warm-up, followed by 206 Medium, 206 Junior, 206 Masters, and KA Seniors with Masters. That is going to be your morning session. It's going to be just like normal, where we're going to do the Kit Kart program halfway in between to split the 2 days. And then in the afternoon, we have our 206 Super Masters, Micro Mini, 206 Heavy, KA Junior, 206 Light, and then our Kit Kart final, which we ran after warm-ups. Then going forward, it's going to be the same rotation I could just mention, minus the Kit Karts through the rest of the day. Different layout here at Whiteland Raceway Park than we saw from last week. We're experimenting and trying different things here with the amount of track layouts that we can try to produce here, and this is going to be a little bit of a quicker layout. We're going to watch them all the way through here on this opening lap. They're going to go down the backstretch, reverse than what you saw last week, and on the backhand side of your screen, like you see there, they're going to snake their way over into what's typically turn 3. Now turn a lot higher than that. I can't think of it at the top of my head. There's a good shot of it right there. So instead of taking the hard cut into that quarter midget track layout that we have, they're going to go down the flowing parts of the track over to what we normally call turn 2, snake their way back towards old turn 1, where we take the start going down this main straightaway. And then you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, right-hand side now, they're going to enter into the old school oval before snaking their way back over into the inner hairpin, over towards the south side hairpin as well. This track is going to be extremely fast, going to cause some good pack racing here and some awesome passing opportunities. So again, you're watching here morning warm-ups on track right now with 206 Cadet and Sportsman. Up next is 206 Medium, followed by 206 Junior, then 206 Masters, and then KA Senior with Masters to round out the morning session, and then we get to do it all over again. We're going to sit back here up in the booth as some last-minute entries are being entered in, but you are going to be watching static camera all the way through here with morning warm-ups. We're going to pick it back up here, giving announcements of when each track is, or which group is going out on track before we kick things off with qualifying. 206 junior warm-up is now done and dusted as we're going to continue on with our morning session. Up next is your 206 Masters set to take their way out on track. So far, we've had your 206 Cadet and Sportsman, your 206 Medium, 206 Junior, which just wrapped up now, 206 Masters set to go on track, and following that will be your KA Senior along with KA Masters. After that, we then move into qualifying. 5 minutes is all the time they're going to get on track, so how many laps you can do in that 5-minute period dictates your time frame for making a qualifying run. It's going to be the same order like we saw before. Run through it again. 206 Sportsman, 206 Cadet, 206 Medium, 206 Junior, 206 Masters, followed by KA Senior with KA Masters. It's going to be that same rotation all the way from qualifying to the heat to the final. So after we go through qualifying, we'll then move into the heat race. 5 minutes plus 2 laps is going to dictate the distance for that one. And that's going to be kind of like a pre-final, wherever you finish in the heat determines where you start in the final. Final is going to be 10 minutes plus 2 laps. That's going to be the same rotation like we saw before, and that is going to round up around 12:20-ish is what it's set us to go on the schedule. After that, we'll go into our Kid Kart program starting at 12:30. We'll do their practice for 10 minutes, pre-final for 6 laps, and then we move into the warm-up for the afternoon session. That's going to be 206 Supermaster, Micro and Mini, 206 Heavy, KA Junior, 206 Light, and then finally, after the warm-up, we'll go into the Kid Kart final, 8 laps in total on the old school Whiteland Raceway Park Classic layout. Moving forward from the Kid Kart final, we'll then go through the rest of the program like we saw before. Qualifying 5 minutes, heat 5 minutes plus 2 laps, and then final 10 minutes plus 2 laps. You're set and watching now the 206 Masters going for their warm-up session. After that, we'll move into KA Senior and KA Masters. It's a little cloudy here this morning. We're still waiting for the sun to peek its way through. Not as chilly as we've seen at previous races we've had here at WRP. But stay tuned as we still have more on-track action set to go. We're going to watch on the static cameras. And we pick it back up here for qualifying. It is going to be elbows out qualifying here. And make sure you have a pack to run in because the draft is going to be key. You're going to watch it all here live from WRP as you're watching the Indy Karting Challenge on Kart Chaser Grassroots. checkered flag is out for your 206 Masters. Their 5-minute warm-up session has now been concluded, and you can hear the engines fire now for the KA Seniors and Masters set to make their way out on track. Again, this is going to be 5 minutes for them before we get set to go for the qualifying session, which runs at 5 minutes. However time they turn out in that 5-minute session determines where they start for the heat races. So it is mission critical to make sure you get a good time out on track. Here comes the premier class of the afternoon, KA Senior, set to make their way out on track. We have seen some of the best racing here in the 206 medium light, as well as this class right here in your KA Seniors. As you watch them go through the south side hairpin, the sun is still starting to rise. As you can see, the lights are on and the garages in the background making their way through that south side hairpin. Going down the backstretch here into turn number 1, we're watching a MPG Burrell Art make their way through what is now going to be turns number 5, I believe, followed by the rest of the field making their way down the backstretch. Again, this is going to be senior combined with master. So two different classes ran at the same time. A 2-for-1 special, as we call it here. Now, this is going to be one of the best passing opportunities you can see on your screen. That normally is a little bit of a tighter hairpin. Now it's opened up a little bit wider. It's going to flow a little bit more, which is actually going to lead into a sweeper section of that right-left complex. As there's, looks like, I believe that might be Gundolf making their way out on track right now. That was Michael Gundolf making his way onto track in front of the leaders. Again, entering into that south side hairpin you're watching there. There's a run down the backstretch, and that should be kart number 4, MPG Kart Republic out in front of Lane Gibbs. There goes by. I believe that might actually be Kart 0. Not quite seeing the timing scoring. I'm trying to get a read on the car. It looks like to be a MPG fire suit. And I believe that actually might be a celebrity appearance. I believe that is Race Liberante in Kart 0. Helmet looks quite familiar. Leading now over the rest of the field. So Race Liberante with one of his drivers from behind on him right now was Lane Gibbs in kart number 4. Lane Gibbs making the transition from junior to senior this year after normally running in the KA junior category as well as 206 junior. Now finds himself in the senior category here at WRP. Blake Finley, you saw in that Top Kart USA chassis making the way through, and that is Race Liberante in kart 0 out in front, making their way on the backstretch. So let's follow these two out in front as he's taking a peek back. I think this might be more of a instructional drive for him more than it is for warm-up session, maybe a little bit of both, as they make their way over to the oval now. Going over into now what is turn 2 before they snake their way back going up over the hill, which normally leads into the inner hairpin. As there's a good shot now of coming out of the bank corner. There's a good shot going in and out of the south side hairpin. Different chassis manufacturers find their way out on track. Like I said, Lane Gibbs, currently P1 on the right-hand or left-hand side of your screen. And then Race Liberante, I don't think his transponders registered because I don't see him. I think he might be that TX33 that you're seeing in that 6th position, or maybe he doesn't have a transponder on in general. Who knows? But Lane Gibbs right there following him in kart number 4, that MPG Kart Republic. And just behind him is Carson Sauter on that Factory Fury GP Kart USA chassis. Right there in the 3rd position. You can see the left-hand side of your screen. Currently set P4 overall. Charlie Steins in a Top Kart USA chassis finds himself up into P3 in kart number 88. Baden Bennett the second on an OTK in P number 5. And Austin Fairfield, another MPG Kart Republic in P6 so far. So we're going to continue to watch on your KA Senior as well as KA Masters. Times are getting a little bit close, but again, these are just an indication of what we're set to see here in qualifying. They don't set your qualifying order or anything like that. It's mostly just a reference point for the other drivers out on track. They got roughly, I believe, another minute or so to go here in their session. So we're going to sit back and watch. We pick things back up. It's set to go for qualifying next with your 206 Sportsman.
Welcome to the Kart Indianapolis experience at Whiteland Raceway Park. Indy's premier outdoor karting circuit, Whiteland Raceway Park is just 20 minutes south of downtown Indy and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our trackside event center and high-speed go-karts make Whiteland Raceway Park the perfect destination for your next event or party. Stop in today or book your race online at racewrp.com and experience real racing right here in Indy. Welcome to the Kart Indianapolis experience at Whiteland Raceway Park. Indy's premier outdoor karting circuit, Whiteland Raceway Park is just 20 minutes south of downtown Indy and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our trackside event center and high-speed go-karts make Whiteland Raceway Park the perfect destination for your next event or party. Stop in today or book your race online at racewrp.com and experience real racing right here in Indy.
We're at a commercial break.
So you finally want to get behind the wheel, huh?
Yeah, I've been shooting for 3 years and I've never got to drive.
Well, you're gonna need some more gear than just your helmet. Why don't you go to shopakr.com? They got their inventory online and they'll ship it the same day if you order before 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
They got shoes,
Yep,
gloves,
yep,
rip protectors.
got those too.
Can they make me go fast?
No.
Here at Acceleration Kart Racing, we've got everything you need to get on track. What happens next? Well, that's on you. Check us out online at shopakr.com.
Are you ready to get behind the wheel? From Formula One to NASCAR and IndyCar, all the pros start here. For more information, check us out online at mcckarting.com or call us and go racing today.
was kind of deceiving when it was over.
Here we go with the first round of qualifying for your 206 Sportsman qualifying. Again, this is going to determine how they start in the heat race set to go later on this morning. We're about 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go there. You can see at the top of your screen on the clock as it is counting down. So far, Dominic Gaddis slapped it on pole position, 47.665. Currently set about 5/1000ths apart from himself and Austin Taylor in P2, both under the MPG on Kart Republics. There they are now, actually on the right-hand side of your screen. That is Austin Taylor in front of, I couldn't quite get the number on it, but it looks like another MPG Kart Republic, and it is as they make their way out of the south side hairpin. Going down the rest of the order, Danny O'Gara sets P3, and look at the times on the left-hand side of your screen, the distance that they have as far as time goes, relatively close. 47.764 for Austin Taylor P2. Danny O'Gara P3, 47.700. Jordan Lamfin, 47.751. Dylan Thomas, 47.761. Titus Roberts, the first one in the 48, so 48.180, about 2/10 back from the rest of the field. So your top five incredibly close right now. Dominic Gaddis set P1, goes even faster, 47.233 for the 257 of Gaddis out in front. Austin Taylor now about less than a tenth still behind. 0.070 is what separates himself and Gaddis out in front with the 47.303. Jordan Lamfin about 2/10 back now, 47.486 as he's about halfway through the track right now. That is your second placement out in front and your pole sitter provisionally just behind. So in front is Austin Taylor in that 224, just behind him in that white cue ball helmet, and the 257 is Dominic Gaddis on provisional pole. So two teammates working together, using the draft to their advantage. Again, this is a fast layout that we have, so the draft means all. Taylor and Gaddis, they go purple again. Gaddis won a 46.987. Taylor out in front in that pack, P2 on the timesheet, 47.006. They're currently 19/100ths apart as of now. Danny O'Gara, P3. I don't think O'Gara has a toe out on track, at least if he does. I don't think it's with a teammate right now, currently set at a 47.360 for O'Gara P3. Checkered flag is out. Martinez took the checkered flag. Peebles took the checkered. Wade took the checkered, and Boro took the checkered. So this is going to be the final lap across the stripe. Let's see it here. Can Austin Taylor out in front get a little bit more down this back straightaway run to try to go for provisional pull over his teammate Gaddis across the stripe now? Austin Taylor to pole position, 46.944. Dominic Gaddis is going to go to P2 with a 46.963. 0.019 seconds apart, tenths of a second, I should say, apart. O'Gara P3 about 0.175 tenths of a second back from the top two. Lamfin's currently set P4. Titus Roberts rounding out the field in fifth. So a very close qualifying run. There's the splits on the left-hand side of your screen. So we are set for a treat here later on for your heat races and the feature later this morning for your 206 Sportsman qualifying. Up next, your 206 medium, one of the feature events, set to take the green here next for their qualifying session. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere as you're watching live on Kart Chaser from the Indy Karting Challenge here at Whiteland Raceway Park. 206 Cadet on their way for qualifying right now. Reagan Hodges out in front, Kart 33, here you're watching live on camera. 49.673, about 1.6 seconds ahead of Simon Ellick out in front. In Kart 40, Chase Call currently set P3 to round out the podium, sitting at a 52.048. Christopher Heinzen is sitting at P4 in that 767 with a 55.861. Enzo Seiner, P5 overall, as we're about 27 seconds away from the checkered flag being shown. It's going to be shown this time by rear provisional pole sitter Reagan out in front. And now we're looking live here. I believe that might be Christopher, no, that was Chase Call in that top cart chassis going into the Daytona corner. There is Kart 33 of Reagan Hodges out in front, and she has got one more corner to go to bring it on home. Out of the final corner, down this long run of the front straightaway, a little bit longer than we used to seeing here before. Into the bowl of the oval and across the stripe. Reagan Hodges slaps it on pole position, 49.221, about 1.6 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. It should be Chase Call, the next cart to the stripe across the line. How does Call come, or sorry, that was Simon Ellick, P2 with a 50.538, 1.3 seconds back from Reagan out in front. Now Chase Call makes her way across the stripe of a 51.483. Christopher Heinzen and Enzo Seiner still yet to come across the line here. I believe that is Enzo now going through that final corner, heading down towards the start-finish straight. There goes Kart 27. Enzo comes across the line, 56.651. So that's going to wrap things up here for 206 Cadet qualifying. Up next is, now we get into 206 medium. We split the Cadet and Sportsman, so 206 medium set to make their way out on track. This is one of the premier events here this morning, aside from the KA class. So we're going to watch this one, and I have a feeling it's going to be close on this layout. Who's going to play partner? Who is going to tow and push with each other? Teammates are going to come into factor here. And this is all going to come to you live here at WRP as you are watching Kart Chaser here on Grassroots. And here we go with your 206 medium qualifying, and it is already jockeying for position. Teammates working with teammates out in front. That is Brandon Heber on a Burrell Art CW chassis out in front. Right behind him is teammate of McCorkadale, F. McCorkadale that is, who was actually pushing his way through Eli Fox and Jared Howardson to close up to his teammate. You need a pushing partner here, especially on this layout. What that is allowed is a 5 to 6 kart pack to form up here. And who's at the caboose of it all? It is Jared Howardson on that I-Kart on the very tail end. One just off in the distance now coming out of the south side hairpin, but not close enough for the tow going into the Daytona corner. So now Heber leading that pack going down the back straightaway, and I think it's actually going to bunch up even more. This is going to be the pack to watch. Heber, McCorkadale, Fox, Howerton. These all have been front runners. Is now Fox. He sees what's happening and he doesn't like it. He breaks up the two teammates, trying to see if he can't split the draft, and says, you know what? If you two want to work together, I'm going to put myself in between you two. So now you can push me and I'm going to get the toe of Heber going down this front straightaway. Heber's probably going to have the best lap here out of that front group, and it's actually Levi Wilbur. He's the car off the distance. That's another CW Burrell Art trailing that front pack, which is slowly starting to break up. So now it's Fox and Heber. Heber out in front, then Fox in that gold car, followed by Howerton there in P3. In that fourth position is McCorkadale. Fifth spot is Howerton. I can't get a good glimpse of who's there in fourth. Going down that back straight, here comes Fox again. He wants to go straight to the front of the pack and says, you're going to push me now. I'm not going to sit back here and watch as they make their way through lap traffic. Now here comes, I think that's the 34, and it is. That's a newcomer here at WRP. That is Mark Steele. So Mark Steele, actually another CW here on the Burrell Art. So it's kind of the Burrell Art show out in front of the CW brands into turn number 1 now. Eli Fox slapped on pole position. Levi Wilbur slowly closing up to that group, using the draft to his advantage. He goes now purple. Eli Fox falls back into P2. Mark Steele into third. Gage Justinato, not even in that front group, finds himself in P4. McCorkadale fifth. Jared Howerton 6th, Dylan Howerton 7th. I think Dylan may be a little bit farther back from that front pack, and it looks like an actual race here. Not qualifying, they're swapping positions back and forth. Here comes McCorkadale pushing his teammate of Heber, trying to get him around Fox. Eli Fox trying to split this 3-pack, led by Steele, then Heber, then McCorkadale. Fox, any opportunity he gets, he's kind of just shoving his nose in there, trying to break up that front group, and he tries it again. Goes on the inside of McCorkadale, can't get it done. Howerton, who's not his teammate, but is an ally, is right there as well. There went Levi Wilbur, dove, vomit on the inside into turn 1. Wilbur goes to provisional pull and holds on to it. No one in that front group improved their time because they're jockeying back and forth for position. It's causing them to slow down. It looks entertaining on your screen, and don't get me wrong, as an announcer, this is everything you hope for. However, as far as times go, this is kind of just plateauing the line. And I think right now, Mark Steele is going to have a good run here. He's tucking back in the seat, dropping down to make himself more aerodynamic, and he's got about a 4-car break. It's going to have to be this time, maybe next. 20 seconds remain, and let's see if they're going to throw the check in here. They go down to the last second. Adam Boros on the start-finish straight, checkered flag in hand. He's staring at his watch. He's staring up here to make sure the time is correct. As they are now 9 seconds, they're going to get one more lap this time by. Mark Steele goes to pole position. Levi Wilbur takes it back away. Howerton goes up into P2. So as it sits now, Wilbur, Howerton, Steele, and Johnson, your top 4. Gage Justinato in 5th. This pack now starting to calm down. I say that, but there goes on the inside. It looks like Wilbur passing a teammate there. That's not something you see every day. So he is going to now bog down the time of McCorkadale. Here comes Fox, just trying to play a little bit of a shake up there in that front pack. Howerton trying to follow him through as well, and they're still going to go door to door. So Cal, Wilbur's time is bad. Fox is not going to improve. Howerton's not going to improve, and Evan McCorkadale sure is not going to improve. This is going to come down to Mark Steele across the stripe. Does he have enough in the tank across the board? No, he plateaus. Wilbur plateaus. Howerton plateaus. So that is going to do it, unless there's something in that second group coming across the line that looks like no. So that's going to be Levi Wilbur. Slaps it on pole position with the 47.090. Howerton goes to P2 at the 47.110. Mark Steele, P3, 47.119. Braden Johnson goes to P4, 47.146. P5, Gage Justinato of a 47.146. So identical times there for 4 and 5 of Johnson. Justinato comes out and who's at the time first, so it looks like it was Johnson. Eli Fox, 6th position. And who's he going to start next to? Evan McCorkadale, 47.256. Braden Heber, teammates McCorkadale, P8 of a 47.261. Dylan Howerton on the iCard, currently set P9, 47.922. And Raider Santos rounds out your top 10. So that is going to do it for your 206 senior meet in qualifying. Making their way onto track now is your 206 junior, which is going to be another close qualifying session. We're going to do what we normally do, give them the first lap to get a flyer in, and we're going to pick things back up here shortly. More close 206 qualifying still yet to come here as you're watching live on Kart Chaser. This is the Indy Karting Challenge.
Maybe
Studs were brown. That's usually what happens. Oh, frick. Oh, come on. Right, all right, here you go, kids. You're gonna be on the pole.
Welcome back here, 2:06 junior qualifying. 2 minutes to go. Sam Tutwiler out in front on the first weekend of the Burrell Arts CW chassis as he finds himself in pole position, 8/10 clear of P2 of Mason Ward. Coyle Delaney, an old name we haven't seen here for a while, made the trip all the way up from Ocala, Florida, finds himself P3 on that Top Kart USA chassis. Currently set at a 49.528, but he actually just got bumped to P4. Mason Ward goes to P3. Gabriel Payne up to P2, 48.654. 4/10, almost half a second back from Sam Tutwiler out in front. And like we said, Mason Ward P3, Shores P4, Delaney P5, Lucas Randolph P6, 49.589. Evan Patton currently sitting in P7 with a 49.673. Lucian Laser in P8, 49.818. Nico Santos currently sitting in the 9th spot at a 49.884. Colin Harden, P10, 50.296. And Spencer Comby, P11 with a 51.774. As we continue to watch here, less than 40 seconds to go. I think Tutwiler is going to get one more lap. I don't know about that second group, though, if they're going to get one more or not. As they make their way through Daytona corners, there's a side-by-side going down that back straight. But there is your provisional pole sitter right now. Sam Tutwiler out in front, about a 10th clear so far over Gabriel Payne in that second position. Looking at about 15 seconds to go. He might not get a second lap here. It's going to come down to timing at the stripe. Adam Burrows sitting there with the checkered flag in hand, and it looks like he will get one more time by. So Tutwiler gets another lap. Checkered flag is going to fly now as the time just expires. Checkered flag goes out here for the rest of the group. Mason Ward, Gabriel Payne also going to get another. Oh, no, he just got the checkered. So Gabriel Payne up to P2. Mason Ward 3rd. Easton Shores 4th. Lucas Randolph 5th. Nico Santos in 6th. Coyle Delaney 7th. Evan Patton 8th. Lucian Laser 9th. Colton Harden 10th. So the two who still are yet to get the checkered flag is Sam Tutwiler out in front and Spencer Comby in 11th. Although I think Tutwiler, he's got nothing to worry about. He's got provisional pool locked up right now. He's just taking a celebrity lap, so to speak, as he is currently about 2/10 clear of Gabriel Payne in second. He doesn't even need this lap, but he's going to take it across the stripe. Does he improve his time? Well, he does. 47.701 there for Sam Tutwiler, Burrell Art, Chris Worthington chassis, as he is now going to be 3/10 clear of Gabriel Payne in the second position. So that's going to do it for 206 junior qualifying. Up next is your 206 Masters, and after 206 Masters, we get into KA Senior with Masters. So still more exciting qualifying to come here. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. As you're watching the Indy Karting Challenge on Kart Chaser Grassroots. 1 minute to go here at qualifying for 2:06 Masters, and it has been going back and forth between Matt Geist in the 531, Troy Toney in the 224, I should say, and Brian Williams in the 75. All three have been on provisional pull at one point or another. But right now, Matt Geist, provisional pull of 47.452. He is in the orange helmet going now into the Daytona corner. He's just behind Troy Toney on the new Gen Haas chassis there. Kart 24 leading that pack now. There's Troy Toney on the right-hand side of your screen. And just behind him in that orange helmet, your provisional pole sitter, Matt Geist. Troy Toney pulled a good gap coming out of Daytona, now down into forward turn 2. Now forward turn 1 down this back straightaway. 20 seconds to go here. They both should get another lap. Let's see if Troy Toney can increase or go back to provisional pull across the stripe. He doesn't, but he does close down the deficit. He went a 47.729. 2/10 back from Matt Geist's 47.452. Brian Williams, P3 right now. He is going to get this final lap of 47.787. He's going to have to pull about 3/10 faster if he wants to get up to that provisional pull set by Matt Geist. There they go for the final time. There's Troy Toney, still gets to take the checkered flag. Palmer Ike took the checkered flag, currently setting P5 with 49.138. Kevin Smollett currently setting P6 with a 49.329. So let's see, Troy Toney, can he slap another lap and go for pole position? Down the front straightaway, takes a peek back. Matt Geist is not there. I think Geist may have actually pulled in as Troy Toney makes his final way across the stripe. He improves his time, not enough, 47.645, about a 10th back. Brian Williams also does not able to go for pole position. 47.787 is his final registered time. And that is going to do it for 206 Masters qualifying. Matt Geist on provisional pole, Troy Toney provisional P2, Brian Williams provisional P3, Adam Dietz, haven't talked about him a lot today, provisional P4, and Palmer Eicher set for P5. That is going to do it for 206 Masters qualifying. You want excitement? Here we go. KA Senior and Masters set to go out for qualifying next, so stay tuned as you're watching live here on Kart Chaser. Here we go, your KA Senior and Master qualifying. Provisional pull now goes to Eli Fox, get the fastest flying lap. Charlie Stein sends P2 on that top Kart chassis. Carson Sauter on the Factory Fury GP Kart P3. Austin Fairfield P4 on the MPG Kart Republic. Race Liberante, the national man himself, slaps it on pole position here with the 42.694 on that MPG Kart Republic as well. You're watching right there, Carson Sauter leading that pack over Lane Gibbs and that MPG KR in P4. Just behind him, Kart 0. That is, or sorry, 01 I should say, that is Eli Fox on that new Gen Haas chassis, trying to see if he can't get his way around Lane Gibbs. Braden Rudder goes up to P2 on that OTK Tony Kart Privateer. Raider Santos P2. Bain Bennett the second, slaps it on pole position, 42.511. Santos on the, I believe it's an OTK, but I know for sure he is under AMAX Racing. P2 at the 42.511. Raider Santos back into P3. Eli Fox, P4, Braden Rudder, P5. Here is Carson Sauter group, as that is Eli Fox making his way up through the field. He was going back and forth with Lane Gibbs there. And then Charlie Steins in that red suit, black helmet on that top car in Kart 88, also in that group there in P4. Carson Sauter goes up to P2. Race Liberante slaps it on pole, 42.294. Carson Sauter in that Factory Fury GP, P2. Eli Fox on the new Gen Haas, P3. Charlie Steins, top car, P4. Bain Bennett the second, OTK, P5. Race Liberante goes across the stripe, and he's the first one into the 41s. 41.971 for Race Liberante on provisional pole. Carson Sauter now is the gatekeeper for the second half of the field. 42.355 for that young man out of Indianapolis, Indiana, currently setting P2. Eli Fox, P3 from Brownsburg, Indiana, 42.401. Eli Fox goes up to P2. Charlie Steins, welcome to the top 5. 42.139 for Charlie Steins. He's there for a moment. Bain Bennett the second is now going to slap it back in the top 5. 42.243 on your screen now. Going through Daytona on the left-hand side is Carson Sauter on that GP chassis going on the back straightaway. Eli Fox just behind him, and that black cart, white suit, white red helmet going into Old Turn 3 now. Snaking their way through the rest of the field, and I think Eli Fox might give him a little bit of a kiss on that back bumper here. I don't think he's going to try to pass him. They're both going to have a flying lap across the stripe. They're within about a tenth of Race Liberante provisional pole. Now across the stripe, what can Sauter do? Well, it's not good enough. It is for Charlie Steins. 41.898 for Charlie Steins. Liberante, for the first time in about 3 laps, falls back into P2. Eli Fox set into P3. Carson Sauter, P4. Bain Bennett the second is the gatekeeper for the top 5. 25 seconds remain as Race Liberante goes back to pole. 41.750.148 separates himself and Charlie Steins in that top cart chassis in P2. Eli Fox set in P3 as Race Liberante pulls off. So Race not going to take his final lap. So the time to beat now, 41.750. What's this group got? They got one more time by. Charlie Steins provisional pole as the checkered comes out. What can, I think Eli Fox are made across. What can Carson Sauter do? He hasn't gotten the checkered yet. So Charlie Steins now on provisional. Raider Santos moves his way up the board, and I think it's all but going to stagnate here. Actually, I take that back. Carson Sauter, he's going to have one more as they go down the back straightaway. He's bringing himself, Eli Fox, who had registered, he already got the checkered, but he's on track now. Charlie Steins registered, he got the checkered. He's still on track. Lane Gibbs, I think, also got the checkered. The only two that haven't is Race Liberante, who pulled off, and Carson Sauter. So Carson is going to have the last attempt here. Can he go for pole? No, plateaus P4. So count it. Charlie Steins, Kart 88, top cart chassis on provisional pole here for KA Senior. Race Liberante with the MPG KR in P2. Eli Fox on the new Gen Haas, P3. Carson Sauter on the Factory Fury GP Kart USA, P4. Lane Gibbs on the MPG KR in P5. Bain Bennett the second, I believe he is a privateer, P6. Austin Fairfield of the MPG KR, P7. Blake Finley on the Top Kart USA entry, P8. Raider Santos on the OTK AMAX Racing, P9. And Braden Rudder, a privateer on an OTK, rounds out your top 10. Casey Perry, P11. Michael Gundolf, P12. Brandon McIntosh, 13th. And then for your Masters, Joshua Nelson, P14. Jetta Jones in P15, Michael Winston in P16. So that is going to do it for all of qualifying here. Up next is going to be heat races coming to you live here on Kart Chaser, so stay tuned. You thought qualifying was exciting? This track layout is going to produce one heck of a show to come here. So stay tuned as you're watching live here on Kart Chaser Grassroots, live from the Indy Karting Challenge at WRP.
Welcome to the Kart Indianapolis experience at Whiteland Raceway Park. Indy's premier outdoor karting circuit, Whiteland Raceway Park is just 20 minutes south of downtown Indy and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our trackside event center and high-speed go-karts make Whiteland Raceway Park the perfect destination for your next event or party. Stop in today or book your race online at racewrp.com and experience real racing right here in Indy.
So you finally want to get behind the wheel, huh?
Yeah, I've been shooting for 3 years and I've never got to drive.
Well, you're gonna need some more gear than just your helmet. Why don't you go to shopakr.com? They got their inventory online and they'll ship it the same day if you order before 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
They got shoes,
Yep.
gloves,
Yep.
rip protectors.
Got those too.
Can they make me go fast?
No.
Here at Acceleration Kart Racing, we've got everything you need to get on track. What happens next? Well, that's on you. Check us out online at shopakr.com.
Are you ready to get behind the wheel? From Formula One to NASCAR and IndyCar, all the pros start here. For more information, check us out online at mcckarting.com or call us and go racing today.